So today I'm headed towards Lucca, a city located in Tuscany. It's an hour and 20-minute train ride from Florence. For this visit, I'll be exploring the city for 3 days, and I'll be staying here in this villa called Villa Agnese. So guys, I'm finally settled here in my hotel. I'm gonna give you guys a quick tour before I head towards the city. So this is my bedroom. This is where I will be staying for the next 3 days. As you can see, here is my bed. This is the bathroom. It's all so cute and dainty. And I'll show you the view outside of my window. Over here, you can see the walls of Lucca. This vlog is in collaboration with the Lands of Giacomo Puccini, a project that is aimed at promoting Lucca and its territory through its uniqueness, excellence, its main cultural, artistic, musical events through a communication campaign that promotes the city through a journey into the beauties of Lucca. So, this is actually my third time to be here in Lucca. The first one was last year and the second one was a few months ago, and now I'm back here. The reason why I always come back here to Lucca because it's one of my favorite cities here in Tuscany. Piazza dell'Anfiteatro. Piazza dell'Anfiteatro is a public square with a ring of buildings surrounding it. You can reach the square by entering through one of the 4 vertices of the ellipse. This square mimics the architecture of the Roman amphitheater. San Michele in Foro. The San Michele in Foro is a Roman Catholic basilica in Lucca that is dedicated to Archangel Michael. So right now here in Lucca, it's Settembre Lucchese, which means there are so many events happening around, markets, shows, and also the Lunar Park that will be happening tomorrow. At this moment, you can see that there are a number of art installations and art pieces placed all throughout the city made by various artists. For tonight's dinner, I will be eating here at the Ristorante Mecenate, a restaurant that is highly recommended by the locals. So guys, I'm on my way to meet up with my tour guide named Elena, and we are going to meet here at Chiesa di San Michele in Foro. So guys, I'm finally here with Elena. She's my tour guide for today. And what are you gonna show me first?
I'm going to show you the walls of Lucca, hidden corner off the beaten track, and special mentions that reveal the real soul of the town of Lucca.
Atelier Ricci. Atelier Ricci is a historical high fashion and handmade tailor's shop for women since 1975. The walls of Lucca. The walls has an important historical significance to Lucca. It has been built as a defensive structure during the Renaissance times. Today, they serve as a park and a recreational spot for locals and visitors, and has been considered a symbol of the city. Lucca was created on a river called Serchio, which is the second most important river in Tuscany after Arno. Contrade San Paolino. Contrade San Paolino is a place that showcases the competition called Palio, not the same one in Siena, but a competition that uses crossbow. They sit on this specific equipment, aiming at a target that has a 32-meter distance from the crossbow.
And they had to catch a target that is very small.
Brocca.
Brocca, già.
Target.
This is a brocca.
Questo si chiama corniolo o brocca. Il corniolo perché era legno, dicono. Presa la posizione, si leva la sicura, si mira.
Prize that you can keep at home.
Yeah.
Wow.
Si fa tutti insieme senza levare le verrete.
Chiesa di Santa Caterina. This church was made for the people who used to work at the tobacco factory across it. This is the only oval-shaped church in Lucca.
Wow. This one will be lighted tonight? Wow.
Piazza Napoleone. This square is known for being the center of Lucca's political power.
Cathedral of Lucca, entitled to San Giovanni e Santa Reparata.
First cathedral. Wow.
First cathedral.
Cathedral of Lucca. This Roman Catholic cathedral serves as a seat of the Archbishop of Lucca. The construction of this cathedral began as early as 1063. Church of San Giusto. This is a church built on a pre-existing church that dates to the second half of the 12th century. Torre delle Ore. This clock tower is the tallest tower in Lucca, standing 50 meters high.
Church of St. Christopher.
That was made 700 years ago with the rosone, the rose window, and this was the seat of the silk weaver.
chocolate pasta. What is the sauce used for that
You
one?
need a white cream sauce with this.
White cream sauce.
Or cheese sauce.
Okay. Chiasso Barletti. This is the last medieval alley left intact in the city.
This is the emblem of the silk packed, ready to be sold, because this was the quality control office of the silk of the past. Silk.
Carly. Carly is an amazing historical jewelry store filled with jewelries created over centuries. This boutique is family owned and has been passed down to many generations. So guys, I am just gonna have a quick snack. I got the El Frate and with Nutella, and after this one I will head towards San Frediano because that is where they will start the procession later. Hi everyone, so today is my last day here in Lucca. I am just packing my bags and then head down for breakfast before I check out, and then I'm gonna explore the city center for a bit before I head back to Florence. Guinigi Tower. This tower is a prime example of Romanesque Gothic architecture. Even though it requires a total of 233 steps to reach to the top, the view is definitely worth it. Lucca will always be one of those cities where I will come back often to visit. I just find this city so peaceful and relaxing. You can just wander aimlessly all over the old town and you'll be charmed by every corner.